And just when you thought a team wasn't going to trade for Denzel Mims, you make a video saying that it's not going to happen. And then your team is the team that trades for wide receiver Denzel Mims. That's right. Breaking news first reported by Josina Anderson about 15 minutes ago that Denzel Mims will be traded to the Detroit Lions from the New York Jets. And then reported by Connor Hughes says the Jets are trading Denzel Mims to the Detroit Lions. Sources tell at SNY-TV. And then Garofalo comes in and clarifies what the tweet is. It'll be a swap for the Jets and Lions in 2025. So not the draft coming up, but the one after. Once this trade is done, Detroit will send a conditional 6th-round pick in exchange for a 7th rounder. Now, that conditional pick usually means that's like the highest it can be. And then, so I'm guessing it's a conditional 6 with the possibility of being conditional 6 with the possibility of maybe being a 5. It could go down to a 7. I'm not sure if it goes up or down, but I didn't think that any team was going to pull the trigger. But the Jets, they kind of okey-doked everyone today. They said that they were going to, and it worked. What they did worked. I'm fascinated by this, though, because I said today that I wouldn't mind if this happened, and it wind up happening. But it calls into question, listen, we make videos about the Detroit Lions every day. That's what we do. And a lot of the times we see flaws in the team where you guys said we were solid at wide receiver, right? And Brad Holmes believes that we're not. Now, it's not like this guy is a game changer, but he has potential to be what we need him to be. We don't have Jameson Williams for the first 6 weeks of the season. And now what I believe now is that Antoine Green will go on the practice squad. Tom Kennedy will go on the practice squad, and that our 6 wide receivers will be Jameson Williams, St. Brown. It will be Marvin Jones, Josh Reynolds, Denzel Mims, and Khalif Raymond. And then when that's going to be the 6 once Jameson Williams comes back. But either Tom Kennedy or Antoine Green will fill in for Jameson Williams during those first 6 games. But the Detroit Lions could pick up somebody as well that is cut as after the preseason. So this is by no means the end of the roster building for the Detroit Lions, but I'm not surprised at this at all. This is the second. Last time I did this was Danny Amendola. I talked about how when he was cut by the Miami Dolphins, Matt Patricia was here, that I wouldn't mind if we picked him up. And lo and behold, the next day we signed Danny Amendola. But shout out to the Jets, man, for actually, because I thought it was stupid what they did today. But then when I thought about it, I was like, no, because if somebody really wants this guy, they're going to come and snatch him up. And my team was the one that did it. I like the move. He's got huge potential, very cheap contract. Not sure how much the Jets have to pay or are going to pay. But remember when Josh Reynolds came, we only owed him about $700,000 during the rest of that year. And then he wound up getting a 2-year deal. So this could be, I don't think that, and you're talking about, I forgot about Trinity Benson as well. So Trinity Benson is probably, that experiment is probably over. It's going to be very intriguing to see what happens this year, because just like the 1-year deal from Khalif Raymond, and then how Josh Reynolds got a 2-year deal afterward as well, Denzel Mims could play his way right into a 2-year deal, as Khalif Raymond is coming at the end of his deal, I believe. Josh Reynolds is at the end of his deal after this year, and Marvin Jones is at the end of his deal. Now that you think about it, the Detroit Lions only had 2 wide receivers under contract if you don't include Antoine Green, who was a 7th-round pick. So they had 2 receivers going into contract for next year. So this is a move that could be for the long term as well for the Detroit Lions. But breaking news, man, the Detroit Lions pulled the trigger. The Jets got them to jump, and they jumped. And we now have, or will have, Denzel Mims as part of the Detroit Lions. So let me know what you think in the comments below. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. We here all day, baby. And as always, go Lions.